Welcome to Go Right with Peter Boykin. I'm your constitutionalist for liberty, where we do not just follow the political winds, we follow the Constitution. So President Trump has reopened the battle over birthright citizenship, this time with a narrower strategy aimed at foreign government personnel, terrorism-related cases, and commercial birth tourism. The new approach is more focused than his original executive order. It deserves a fair hearing. It also raises a question every constitutional conservative should take seriously. Where does a president's authority to enforce immigration law end, and where does the 14th Amendment begin? Welcome to Go Right News with Peter Boykin. You can follow us at gorightnews.com. So Trump's original policy sought to deny automatic citizenship to certain children born in the United States when their parents were here illegally or only temporarily. The Supreme Court rejected that broad approach. The court concluded that the 14th Amendment protects birthright citizenship for children born on American soil to parents who are unlawfully or temporarily present, subject to historically recognized exceptions. Those traditional exceptions include children born to accredited foreign diplomats and births under hostile foreign occupation. The key constitutional language says that all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to its jurisdiction are citizens. The argument has always centered on what, quote, subject to their jurisdiction means. The Trump administration argued that it requires more than simply being born under American law. The court disagreed with that broad interpretation. Trump has now returned with a narrower approach. One new order identifies specific categories the administration says fall outside the citizenship clause. Those categories include some children connected to foreign government personnel, designated terrorists, commercial birth tourism arrangements, and certain surrogacy situations. A second order focuses directly on birth tourism. It strengthens the federal government's ability to deny visas on entry, revoke travel authorization, remove people who entered under false pretenses, and pursue commercial operations built around manipulating American citizenship laws. That part of the argument is important because birth tourism is real. Businesses have marketed travel and maternity arrangements to people whose main purpose is giving birth in the United States so their child receives American citizenship. The federal government does not have a perfect count of how often it happens, and the estimates vary. But the government does not need an inflated number to justify enforcing visa law. Traveling to the United States primarily to obtain citizenship for a child is already not considered a proper use of a visitor visa. The government can deny entry, investigate fraud, prosecute false statements, and shut down companies that coach applicants to deceive American officials. That is probably where Trump's legal position is strongest. The constitutional problem becomes more difficult after a child has already been born in the United States. At that point, the issue is no longer about omission or immigration fraud. It becomes a question of citizenship under the 14th Amendment. The new orders are already being challenged. Opponents argue that the administration is trying to create new exceptions that the Supreme Court refused to recognize. The administration argues that these narrower categories fit within or are comparable to exceptions already accepted in constitutional law. No final Supreme Court ruling has settled those new questions, so it is too early to declare that the new orders have been either approved or defeated.
Traffic lights blink red at me, but my heart says green, let it be. I hear the sound of my own feet, rhythm pounding on the street. Go right, all night, don't stop till the dawn burns bright. Go right, no fear, no fight, the path is clear, the time is tight. Maps are folded, tossed aside, I trust the stars to be my guide. Clouds above, but I don't mind, they can't block what's inside. Every step a brand new flame, every turn's a brand new name. Go right, all night, don't stop till the dawn burns bright. Go right, no fear, no fight, the path is clear, the time is tight. Left is shadows, left is pain, right is sunshine through the rain. Forward, break the chain, run so fast, forget the strain.
Now here is my perspective. Crush birth tourism, but keep the Constitution in command. This is the Go Right with myself, Peter Boykin, Constitutions for Liberties perspective. Now, I support President Trump enforcing immigration law. I support securing the border. I support deporting people who have no lawful right to remain after they receive the process required by law. I support prosecuting immigration fraud. And I support going after businesses that sell packages designed to manipulate our visa system so someone can enter this country for a specific purpose of obtaining American citizenship for a child. Citizenship should mean something. It should not be marketed like a vacation package. If someone lies on a visa application, enforce the law. If a company teaches foreign nationals how to deceive American officials, investigate it. If somebody enters under false pretenses, use the immigration laws already available. Trump is right to confront that issue. But this is where the Constitutionalist for Liberty part comes important. The power to stop someone from entering America is not automatically the power to erase the citizenship of someone already born in America. Those are two different government powers. And the second one runs directly into the 14th Amendment. The Supreme Court has already drawn a major boundary. Trump's first order went too far, and the court said so. Instead of simply repeating the same policy, Trump came back with a narrower legal argument. And I give him credit for that. Now, the new policy must survive constitutional scrutiny too. That's not anti-Trump, that is how our constitutional republic is supposed to work. A president proposes, agencies enforce, citizens challenge government power, courts interpret the Constitution, Congress legislates, and nobody gets the entire government to themselves. Conservatives should be especially careful about this principle. For years, we criticized Democratic presidents for trying to legislate through executive orders. We objected to Obama's pen and phone. We objected when Biden stretched the power of federal agencies beyond what Congress authorized. And we said presidents are not kings. We were right. That principle cannot change simply because Donald Trump is now holding the pen. If Trump possesses the authority, he should use it. If Congress possesses the authority, Congress should be forced to vote. And if the Constitution prevents the government from doing something, then the government must respect that limit. That's not weakness. That is limited government. There's plenty that the administration can do without crossing that constitutional line. Destroy fraudulent birth tourism networks. Strengthen visa screening. Prosecute fraudulent operations. Require applicants to tell the truth. Make sure taxpayers are not stuck with bills created by deliberate schemes. Secure the southern border. Repair the immigration courts. Require E-Verify. Remove dangerous criminals who have no right to remain in the country. There is no shortage of legitimate immigration enforcement available to the federal government. But citizenship is different. Citizenship determines who belongs permanently to the American political community. It affects passports, voting rights, eligibility for public office, protection abroad, and the right to remain in this country. Something that fundamental should not change simply because one president develops a new interpretation. Think about the precedent in different hands. If a Republican president can create new categories of American-born children who are not citizens, what happens when a future Democrat president discovers another category? Maybe that future justification involves climate policy, sanctions, political extremism, or some newly invented national security designation. Government powers rarely remain with the politician who created them. And that is why constitutional guardrails matter. Secure the border, stop birth tourism, prosecute fraud, make Congress do its job, respect legitimate executive authority, and protect the Constitution from every president, including the presidents we support. The goal should not be a weak presidency. The goal should be a presidency strong enough to enforce the law and disciplined enough to remain inside it. Trump can fight immigration abuse without weakening the principle that the government itself is bound by the Constitution. That is the stronger America. That is the stronger presidency. And that is the stronger conservative position. This is Peter Boykin with Go Right News. Let's go right. Not blindly right, but constitutionally right. I want you to visit gorightnews.com for the full article, the sources, and more Constitutionalists for Liberty commentary. Follow, share, and subscribe wherever you listen. And check out the Substack. Just look for Peter Boykin and Go Right News. God bless everybody. Have a wonderful day.